Hi everybody, welcome to Scotch Kitchen. Another day, another dollar. So let's cook. We are preparing some creamy mushrooms. So we go in with your vegetable oil, and then I have actually used some red onion. You need to mix that together properly so that it can be nice and soft. Immediately after that, I went in straight with my bay leaves. Mix that together as well to make sure that everything is cooking amazing, and also taking my time. As you can see there's no rush in this kitchen today. Things are going to be nice and chilled out. Then next, I'm going in with a teaspoon. Remember, baby sister, right? A teaspoon. So I've used 2 or 3 teaspoons there, 2.5 to be precise, of my mixture that I normally make with the mixed herb. And I've also gone there with the mixture that has green chilies. Yeah, I love chilies. So I've added that on because this is my food. So I'm going to make it as hot as I can be. It can be. So I've gone in there so far with green chilies. Then I have my mixed herb. I have my red onions. I have my garlic and ginger. I have my bay leaves. And I also have the onions. Yeah, so as you can see there, I am doing the mixing and making sure that everything is cooking really nice and well. So then I'm going straight with my spices. So remember, teaspoon for the spices. Always link on the bio if you're interested to find out the spices. We started with spicy earth, and then we went in there with some coriander, and then after that we went in there with some curry powder. Okay, I am doing this using my glasses. I'm not seeing properly, but I'm sure, yeah, that is definitely curry powder. Then we always don't miss us turmeric in Scotch Kitchen. You know us, yeah, we always like to make it more colorful in this kitchen. Then going to go straight up there and mix everything. By the way, you will need a teaspoon of our beautiful spices. You don't need more than a teaspoon, because you remember all our spices are organic, and we love the lovely aromas that actually come out of it, and also the taste that comes on it. Then after you've added your spices and let them cook for a few minutes, you go straight in with your mushrooms. So it doesn't matter what kind of mushrooms you want to use. I've just gone with the straight white mushrooms, as you can see there, and I am mixing away. By the way, I don't know about you, but I don't wash my mushrooms, because all the nutrients and the lovely juices that are supposed to be inside there are there. There goes the master of the house. Ty is back from school, and definitely he's checking, what are you making, my mama? Mushrooms. Oh, that's really nice, but I want something else. But don't worry, I will definitely eat that. Then I go, Tyler, we're having that with some ugali. Do you want some ugali? Of course I want some ugali. I would love mushroom with ugali, said Tyler. I had to just put that in there. Anyway, as you can see, I continue mixing the mushrooms together with the spices and onions and oil as well. Make sure you mix everything together so that they can really be nice and cozy with the oil and the spices. Then after that, I added salt. Again, that is up to your desires. If you want to add salt, go ahead and add salt. Definitely, I love salt, so I added my salt to my food. Then after that, I went straight with my cream. Depends with you. If you don't like cream, you can actually use coconut cream instead of that. For vegans and vegetarian, you can use coconut cream. Yeah. Then at the same time, I went in there with some milk. So I used some I used some cream, so double cream, and then I also used some milk. I want this to be really nice and creamy, as you can see that. Yeah, no measurements on this one, but we can do this again with you guys, and I can be able to go through the whole process again using my milk and my cream for you to be able to understand. I used to see this being done when I was growing up, but they used to do this milk and cream thing using the proper vegetables. How do they call them? If I remember, I'll let you know. They are these beautiful vegetables that they prepare. Unfortunately, that vegetable, Mama used to cook it for almost a week or so, and every day she will add some milk on there. So as you can see, all my mushrooms are mixed together nicely, and then the next thing I did, I went there and covered it. And as usual, because I was just recording, I was not on live or anything, I am chatting away on the phone with my beautiful sisters, and at the same time I'm also talking to Tyler and cooking. You know me, yes? I always do 100 things at the same time. Then I just remembered, something, it's time for me to actually put away the spices. Then I started putting away the spices while waiting for the mushrooms to cook. Mushrooms don't take that long to cook, so why not? So at the same time, I am still going on the background, chatting away. I don't think whatever we were chatting about was supposed to be listened to, but don't worry, just know that the chatting was going on at the background. So anyway, at this point, I left my mushroom to continue cooking really nice and softly. You don't need to cook this for a very long time, because again, I don't like my mushroom to be really so smoothie and slimy. I like it to have a little bit of a crunch. So if you want your mushrooms to be super smooth and really almost to the extent of slimy, you can cook it longer. So that's also another reason why I was not moving in that one place. I was just there because I knew it was not going to take a very long time. As you can see there, I am moving things around. I'm clearing away, so that by the time when I finish cooking, things are going to be much easier for me. So as usual in Scotch Kitchen, we are always really nice and patient, because when you're cooking, patience is a virtue. So here I was still going on and having a chat and chatting away and looking very, very serious. Oh, I remember I did some smoothie. I am not a fan of smoothie, but I actually did a smoothie. Since I got this Ninja 3-in-1 food processor, I was like, oh, why not try and do some mango? I had some avocado, I had pineapple, and then I added a little bit of milk, and I added some syrup, and I mixed it together. That was what I was drinking there. Very demure, very classy, very healthy, as they say. That was just a smoothie. It wasn't a smoothie. A smoothie? Yeah, I think we can call it a smoothie, or just a mixture of fruits with milk to have it like a supplement. It wasn't food. I love eating my food, yeah? So here we go, back to my mushroom. My mushrooms there were ready to go. As you can see, they're looking really nice and juicy and very creamy. Oh my God, it tasted amazing. Oh, sorry, I can't say it tasted, because at this moment I was just cooking it, and I'm making sure I was turning it and making sure everything is actually okay. Making sure that it is actually well cooked. As usual, in Scotch Kitchen, before we actually serve our food, we normally try it out to just make sure everything has actually cooked well. So there you go. The mpishi, which is the cook, who's myself and I, Kukarina Kupika in the department, had to blow it. Ooh, it was so hot, but anyway, blew it a bit. Blow. Okay, English people, you know what you mean. That's not our first language, but that's life, so anyway, I tried it, and it was really, really good. There goes the thumbs up to let you know that we are actually done. And there you go. We actually didn't have it ugali. We had it with some potatoes, and you can see there we also had some meat with it. You can see there the meatians we are. Thank you again for watching. Bye bye. Hope you've actually enjoyed this, my sweetheart. See you soon.